Ooh, so shiny. What is up, everyone? Thank you for joining us once again on the D-Star01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter Raffulus, and today I am super psyched to show you guys the 112 scale Mega Man X Premium Charge Shot version, and this is by Kotobukiya. This is a model kit. That's right. So the first Mega Man that I did was not the charged version, it's just a matte finished Mega Man, and we're going to show you, or at least I'm going to show you the parts of the original because I don't have the original anymore, and I'm going to show you this beautiful action figure. Let's get this box out of the way. No need to show the box because it's a model kit. And let's look close here. Wow, this thing is really cool looking. Anyway, before we go into the review, I just want to let you know we're going to go over paint and detail, articulation and scale, and accessories, and you can pick up this model kit at www.dstartoys.com, your reliable source for awesome action figures. Let's get right into this review. So let's talk about the build process of this guy. Is anything different from the original? No. The original and this one are exactly the same when you build them. But one thing I did notice is that because it has this beautiful glossy purplish finish, I'm telling you, this thing just looks absolutely amazing. It hides all the sprues and stuff like that I had a problem with the first time. Let me show you what I mean. So if you look close at his Mega Man blaster there, let's see if we can focus. You'll notice that this is where the sprue is, and you'll also notice that it's not as bad. I think because due to the glossy finish, that it just makes it look less obvious that you cut a sprue there, and therefore you have a much cleaner looking Mega Man. Is this better looking than the original? In my opinion, usually I like matte finishes better. I love the glossy purple-ish type finish on this, and when the light shines off Mega Man, he just looks absolutely amazing. So overall, the design is exactly the same as the original, just with a glossy finish, and it just looks so cool. I can't tell you guys. I don't know if the camera can truly capture how beautiful this figure looks. Let me see if I can shine some more light here. This is truly a sight to see on this Mega Man. It just looks absolutely amazing. There's really nothing else that I could say about that. I think one of the reasons why I was so excited about this figure, and let's look closer at it, is when I saw him at Comic-Con, I immediately fell in love with him. I said, I have to get this figure. I have to get this model kit. I don't care if it's a model kit. I have to have it in my collection. And so here he is. Yeah, no complaints here. He's exactly like the old one. But that also goes to show that he has the same issues as the original Mega Man. Now, here's the main issue that I have with this Mega Man. These arms fall off really quick. There's really no way to avoid this. I might do a Figure Fix Friday where I tighten up the joint, but even then, it's just the fact that this peg and this socket right here is just way too loose, and honestly, that kind of sucks. Because you get this hand, right? And this hand is made to hold the blaster. It even fits like so. Well, maybe not so much, but yeah, it's supposed to fit like so. But he can't do that because of the fact that it just keeps falling off like that, and man, that really sucks. That is my biggest issue with this one and the original, was that his shoulder joints just aren't good. There's no other way to say that. And everything else is good. I mean, all the leg joints and everything super tight, super like action figure-y. It doesn't really feel like a model until you start moving those arms. So that is a problem with the design, but besides that, everything else looks fantastic. So when it comes to paint and detail, everything is great. So let's move right into articulation and scale, which has been a issue for some of you. I remember in the first video, the scale is an issue because he is too big to be Mega Man. But in my opinion, he looks fantastic. So let's see how tall he's standing. He's standing at about 5 inches, 5 and a quarter. And we got to compare him with other action figures. Of course, we have a Marvel Legends War Machine. As you can see, he just towers over him. And we have an SH Figure Arts Goku. Let's see if we can stand War Machine there. And of course, we have the original D-Arts Mega Man. And as you can see, D-Arts Mega Man, way shorter. This is the original. I got this in 2012. So yeah, a lot of people say this scale is perfect for Mega Man, and him being like a quarter-inch taller is a problem for some, but in my opinion, maybe not yours either, he actually fits really well. I think he would. If you're going for something like a Marvel versus Capcom or something like that, look at that. So you have Marvel, you have Capcom. It looks like they work really well together. If you guys have any opposition to that, let me know down in the comments down below. So let's talk about articulation, same as before. We have a ball joint here at the ankle that you have to build. We have a bend at the knee. We have a ball joint here in the top of the thigh there. We have 2 in the section for really nice waist swivel. Let's see if I can get that middle one to swivel more. This one's actually pretty tight. I'd have to say this is more static. Even though there's a ball joint there, I would have to say it's more static because of the fact that it just sits in his pants like that, or in his what is this? Underwear? No, not underwear. His midsection right there. We'll just call it that. And we have a shoulder joint here, which I already told you about. We do get a bicep swivel? No, we don't get a bicep. I mean, we should get a bicep swivel. Yeah, we do have a bicep swivel. But like I said, because of the fact that this arm is really loose and then the bicep swivel is really tight, it's going to be really hard to articulate both of those. Loose and tight joints do not mix. It's either all the way or they just don't work. So let me put this arm back. Give me 1 second here, guys. So like I said, he does have a bicep swivel, but unfortunately because of the shoulder joints being loose and the bicep swivel being tight, it's not going to work. So we have a bend here at the elbow moving along, and we have a peg here and ball joint and peg combo for the hands, and we have one at the neck looking to be maybe about 20 points of articulation. Not as much as like an SH Figure Arts, but nonetheless, it's really articulating. It'll get all your favorite poses down, and he just looks absolutely amazing. So let's go over accessories. We do get a blue charge shot here. I believe the original was green or yellow or something like that. The blue one, I honestly love the blue one much better. And of course, we get different hands. I remember someone told me in the last video, the hands are too big. I have to agree. The hands are a little bit big. They need to be a little bit smaller, in my opinion, which, you know, it's not that big of a deal considering how cool he looks. So you get this hand, you get an open hand here, another blaster hand there. Of course, you have another arm, so you can replace it. I guess we should do that right now. Let's take the blaster off. And let's put that there. See, again, these shoulder joints just too loose. This guy seems to be more of like a posing action figure. If you're a kid out there, don't play with this figure, please. This is not something to be played with. This is something to be displayed and looked at. So there you have it. That's him without his blaster. And of course, we have the different faces, which is the open mouth face and the angry grinning face. We might as well do that right now. Let's see if we can remove that original face, and let's get a yelling face here. Why not, since we're in accessories. There he is with his yelling face. And of course we have the grinning face. Alright, so that's pretty much it. You do have to build the charge shot. And before we go into more details about the build, let me just show you here. Now, I don't have the original. And if you're wondering why don't you have the original, if you guys watched my last video, you'll notice that that actually belonged to a friend. That Mega Man belonged to a friend, and I actually wanted the charged version instead of the original. So I sent that to him, and I don't have it anymore, but I do have the model kit uncompleted. So here's the difference here. If you notice, so this is the leg pieces for the original. This is the matte finish. And look, you can tell automatically the difference is definitely there. This is so shiny, so glossy, and it has a purple like highlight. And this one's so matte. And that is the main difference. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. Last thing before we conclude this video, I'm just going to show you the tools I use. And by the way, here's some sprues. As you can see, even the sprues are glossy. Look at that. That's crazy. I use sanding sticks to sand down the excess sprues that are on the pieces. But like I said, I didn't have to do much. Mostly because of that finish really hides it really well. And also, I have a Gundam Planet nipper. These things are amazing. These cut so clean. Let me tell you guys something about nippers. You need good quality nippers to have a much cleaner figure. I can't stress that enough. I bought $5 nippers, and I've always wondered, man, are these how models are supposed to look? With all the sprues hanging out and everything like that. No, if you get this, you can cut them so much easier. This cuts sprues like butter. I mean, let me tell you, you got to buy a solid nipper in order to get a really good looking model. I'm pretty sure all you Gundam makers out there already know that, but for those who don't, invest in a solid nipper so you can have a very nice, clean looking Mega Man or any type of model kit that you get. It's gonna save you time. Also, the original the original took me like 4 hours to make. I can now build this Mega Man in 2 hours because I already know how to build them, and these helped a ton. So, and last but not least, I have more sanding sticks. This is a much finer sanding stick just to get in there and give it a nice, cleaner finish, and that's about it. So let's come up with a conclusion of this model kit of the Kotobukiya Charge Shot Mega Man. Do I love this? Yes, absolutely. I will proudly put this in my display case. This is something I've been waiting for a long, long time. Ever since I saw it at Comic-Con, even before then, I saw it in picture. I said, oh, I gotta have that one. I can't wait to see it in person. Then I saw it in person at Comic-Con. I said, oh, have to get it. Have to get it in my store, sell it to you guys so you can see how gorgeous this thing is. And now that I have it here on my table, I gotta say, it's fantastic. If there's anything negative I have to say, obviously I've been saying it. Shoulder joints, major issue. Because those are the only loose joints in the entire figure. Everything else super tight. I don't know why they didn't engineer those to be better. Last but not least, I guess the hands are kind of big, but more importantly, I think the one thing that I think you guys have noticed, as soon as I start holding this, and that goes for any glossy finish type item, your phone has a glass back, glossy finish like metallic stuff will always leave fingerprints. So because he's glossy, as you can see, I don't know if you guys can catch that on the camera, you'll notice that it does leave some fingerprints, and that's so unfortunate, but that goes with anything. That's just the nature of the beast there. Whenever you have something glossy, it's going to leave fingerprints, so I always have to wipe this guy down whenever I pick him up. That's kind of unfortunate, but you know what? He looks absolutely gorgeous. I love this figure. Anyway, guys, that's all I got to say. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and you can pick this up at www.dstartoys.com, your reliable source for awesome action figures. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.